there was some more news about the AFC. So this is going to be us not talking about the Bengals for a quick little bit, but the AFC is absolutely stacked. So I kind of wanted to talk about I almost called him Zach Wilson. Russell Wilson was just traded to the Broncos today, pending physical and his approval. So I don't think we've heard that yet. And then Aaron Rodgers got a huge deal. So that's going to kind of change the market moving forward. So we'll talk about that after. But what's your kind of takeaway with the Russell Wilson thing? I think I have differing opinions than like you.
Yeah, I think we might be on opposite sides of the fence on this per se. So I'll just ask you this: coming in, where do you think Russell Wilson ranks in the AFC like QB rankings?
In the AFC, that's tough.
Yeah, like in
So
the AFC, where do you think Russell Wilson comes in at?
I would say he's top 8 guy.
Yeah, like I think he's like
Yeah, he's a top half.
I think he's at like 8, maybe 7.
Yeah, it's tough because then you have to get into like splitting hairs in that the top 8. I mean, the AFC has the best
Okay,
8 quarterbacks.
where do you think he is in his own division now?
I mean, it's hard because you're going off of last year. I mean, if you're going off of last year versus what you've seen him be able to do, the Seahawks have not been ran well for the last few years.
And I mean he hasn't had no line, and like
Exactly.
I actually think Denver has a good team. Like
They have a great team. If they have Russell Wilson, they beat us when we play them 100%. Like this game this last year, if they have Russell Wilson, they beat us. That's pretty obvious to me.
I mean, I don't know. Like Russell Wilson wasn't good this last year. Like he just wasn't.
I mean,
But,
Khalid
like, I
Kareem
don't
stripped
think
the
he's
ball
a
out
bad
of Drew Locks
quarterback.
for the biggest play.
See, I get that. I'm just like I think I'm clouded in judgment of the fact of I am now looking at teams like I always have based off the Bengals.
Yeah.
Now I just look at teams off the Bengals and like Denver strikes no fear in me with Russell Wilson. But spin zone, like just like a little side note. So I went to Denver like for the past game. I have this picture on my phone. So one of my really good buddies is like from Seattle, huge Hawks fan. So about 3 rows in front of me at the Denver game there's this like little kid. He's like maybe 5 or 6 in a full out Seahawks uniform wearing a Seahawks helmet. And I took a picture there and I sent it to him. And just today, I'm like, man, that picture just became so much funnier.
That is funny.
All Seahawks stuff in Denver. It's like, man, he had the vision. He knew what was about to go down.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing for me is I just think it shows that the AFC is going to be really hard. And I think to me, it just makes me that much more sour on the Super Bowl because, like, I do think the Bengals are in a great position. Like they are in the position where they should be contending for the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl every year. They have the team. This should be the worst team they will have in the next 5 to 10 years. It should be. I mean, you just draft top 5 last year, and then now you have people that want to come here. You have a lot of money right now. So this should be the worst team in theory. So from there, it's not doubting the Bengals. It's just the fact that to get to a Super Bowl, it takes luck. It takes one being good. And then the toughest one, it takes being healthy. And that was something that the Bengals had this year that a lot of teams didn't. They were probably one of the healthiest teams in football. And I think it's just crazy. The good thing is, though, you have one team in one division in the AFC that you're going to have 3 teams that are going to beat the holy crap out of each other. So the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos, I think are going to beat up on each other, which could probably help us in the rankings because now the Chiefs don't have kind of free wins in that division at all. Same goes for the Chargers.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's an interesting move because they really are going all in. I mean, Russ, I'm not saying Russ is almost empty, like there's not much left in the tank, but they gave up a ton for him. Like the Seahawks got the 9th overall pick, in which they didn't have a first round pick this year. Now they have number 9. Got a first next year, 2 seconds. And I actually think they draft back to back in the middle of the 2nd round now. And they picked up Noah Fant, who in my opinion is a really good tight end. Like he's close to breaking out. And you pick up a DM that's playable. Like I think it was a smart move for Seattle. Like, because I've said they've had to if it's rebuild time, this was a good start to a rebuild. Like they got
for sure.
They got a haul. They got a lot of pieces that they can do stuff with. Like from that aspect, I think it was a good move. But Denver, again, you got yourself a QB, so credit
That's
to
the thing
them.
they needed.
They don't sit around. Like if they know
No.
the QB doesn't work, they're gonna get someone. They did it with Peyton. So
Yeah. And just another quick hitter on the Seahawks. Literally, as Scott and I are about to record this, Bobby Wagner released. He will be able to sign wherever, whenever. He doesn't have to wait for the league new year. Scott asked me, what do I think about getting Bobby Wagner? I assumed he meant from a trade because it looked like they were in tank mode. I was like, yeah, I'm not really down for that. We got 2 young linebackers. He was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then I saw that it was released. And I'm not saying like go get him, but if he wants to play for a contender, not get paid a ton, I mean, dear God, that's the best linebacker room in football.
I think he's up there for the best linebacker in football.
I'm saying we'd have the best linebacker room in football if we got him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like it's not even close.
Because I think Logan Wilson's gonna enter that stratosphere real soon.
For sure. But I still think Fred Warner probably after this last.
Yeah, I was saying that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think Fred Warner's the best, but yeah. I mean, we're in a position now where like people are interested in coming. Reach out, send a feeler if he wants to come on a cheap deal. Let's get it done. Yeah. But I mean, don't break the bank for a position for the first time in God knows how long, feel good about. Like, yeah, we feel good about linebacker now. I can't tell you the last time I said that.
Yeah, linebackers are the running back of the defense, so I'm not really down for overpaying that. But just quick little here on that. And so Aaron Rodgers just got a new deal. It was like 4 years, 200 mil, I think.
Yeah, something like that, and like
150
guaranteed or something. Yeah,
150 million guaranteed. So it's less about Rodgers staying in the NFC, which is ultimately the smart decision. I mean, Packers right now are definitely the favorites for the NFC without looking at any betting thing or any. But whenever Joe Burrow goes to get an extension, he's going to get unprecedented guaranteed money. So my kind of spin zone into this is you're going to have to break this trend at some point. Why not do it now? We're heading into free agency. You're going to need to start paying people guaranteed money. You see these teams do this, and it's going to be a complete philosophy change for the Bengals. They don't give out guaranteed money. That's a fact. It's something we've come to deal with, but it really prohibits the way you can mess with the cap. The salary cap is not real. For anybody that still thinks it is, it's not. It's fake. The Saints have been in cap hell for 5 years, and they always get out of it. It is not real. So the issue is it's the cash that the Bengals, I guess, claim they don't have. I don't really know what that is, but they need to start taking advantage of this like other contenders do. You're going to have to start giving this guaranteed money. And I mean, you're going to have to do it I think it's after this year you can extend Joe. So, I mean, I hope they extend him next year instead of waiting just because get it done. But yeah, they're going to have to change the way they do things if they want to remain contenders for the length they have Joe Burrow.
I completely agree. And the other thing to think about with that is, I mean, it's like they've been conjoined at the hip since they entered the league, just kind of the way quarterbacks in the same class are. But Herbert and Burrow are going to be up for money at the same time. And the Chargers feel really strongly about Herbert, as do a lot of people. So I also think those two are going to end up kind of playing off each other in some aspect of whichever one gets paid first, the other one's probably going to top. So
pay him first.
Yeah, I need to get my head around to that, but we still got 3 years of Burrow, like before you extend him anyway. So yeah, I'm like, I have that. I want to have a Super Bowl by that point, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Well, I think you can extend your first round picks after your third year, right?
I think
there's something weird like that. We'll look into that more. We're going to do a free agency kind of preview. We're going to record it on this upcoming Sunday and release it Monday. So is Monday the legal tampering period?
I think it's just like you're allowed to start signing people.
Oh, I don't know what the whole.
I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah, I need to look into that a little more. But yeah, they're definitely going to have to start changing the way they've gone about their signings. And
the way they're structured, yeah.
100%, because you just can't be as flexible. And especially, I mean, the CBA, everything's going to change. You're going to get the salary cap. I think they just announced is going up again, and it's going to keep going up and up. So, I mean, I don't know.
I'm mine like we've spent money the last two off seasons. Like we've paid people to come. Like DJ Reader, like we went out in free agency and paid him. Like Trey Hendrickson got paid. So I'm not worried of like I think the whole Bengals are cheap narrative is just, something people cling on to because they don't care to look into it. But I think it's more just they're gonna have to kind of revamp the way they structure deals. But I don't have like I'm not crazy concerned that like it's not possible. Like I think we're gonna start structuring our deals like the rest of the NFL. But I mean we're in win now mode. You have 3 years of Burrow on a rookie contract. Like pretty much the to oversimplify a bunch of things, the easiest ways to win a Super Bowl in the NFL are have a good quarterback on a rookie contract where you can stack up the rest of the team or beat Tom Brady. Like those are the two easiest ways to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. So I mean, yeah, the legal tampering starts the 14th. 14th through the 16th is legal tampering. The new year starts on the 16th.
So you can start signing people on Wednesday.
Officially, you can start signing people the 14th.
When we've already allegedly been tampering, so
Yeah, we've been that's the bad thing is if they can prove it, we get in trouble. But yeah, apparently we've already been tied to Laken Tomlinson and Ryan Jensen. So two guys that would be huge upgrades for the Bengals, would be awesome. But yeah, we'll hit on that a little bit more Sunday because that'll be right before the 14th is Monday. So yeah, we'll record that on the 13th and release it the 14th. That's going to be a ton of fun. I'm really excited for that one.